One of the worst parts about getting shot, it was not the initial pain or the healing afterwards. It was just the realization that my life was broken and no one cared. Like, I didn't have anyone to go to. There was, um, yeah, you get the insurance policy money, but that's it. And no matter how big that check seems, it's never enough. You're left there with your life in shambles, and no one's there to um, like help you. Like, yeah, you go to a therapist, you go to maybe trauma counseling, but that's if the pain isn't bogging you down to a point where you're just insufferably angry. Like you're annoyed about just minute things. You're in such excruciating pain that just like eating eggs is infuriating. I remember how many times I nearly died just going to the bathroom, just needing to get up and pee. I remember I used to, before I did writings, and I would just talk about the excruciating pain. And I remember I got so frustrated, I deleted it all because who would listen to it? Who would care? They, I was literally at the moment near the brink of death, and no one cared. My mom didn't change her behavior. My sisters didn't change their behavior. I got phone calls, I got laughs, I got smiles. Everyone thought I was okay. Everyone thought I was okay. But I was tired. I was annoyed. I was scared. I was alone. I wasn't angry. Because like, if I was angry at anyone, it was myself. You know, I was grateful, and then I was mad that I was grateful. Because I was like, what am I grateful for? What am I happy for? My life. You start to like calm down and ask yourself, what was your life before? You're mad because you're like, you begged and pleaded for change. You know, I felt like Judas, like this. And I said multiple times, I would go back and forth in my own head. Should I have just let go? Should I have should I have kept fighting? And people are like, oh, you should be lucky, you should be lucky. And more people just kept saying things that were like, I should be happy, or I should be, and it was them forcing this idea of what happiness or how I should present myself. It was insufferable. It's like every 20 seconds, like anytime I would just break down, and people just couldn't take me breaking down. They couldn't take me being annoyed or aggravated or just trying to figure out the complexities while just being in this agonizing pain. And they were like, oh, all he did was complain and talk and complain and talk, and I was trying to get it out so I could just say nothing. It's not like I wanted to talk about it. I did what was recommended. I did what I was told to do, talk about it with people I thought I felt safe, but I realized I didn't feel safe at all. Not a single person, I won't say not a single person, but I was ashamed. See, I had this old job at Costco, and I loved the people there. I loved talking to them. There was this sweet lady. I don't want to name her just because I don't want her, but she would always hug me, and she had cancer, and she was the sweetest lady in the world, and I was ashamed to ever go see her. Anytime I would do great because I didn't think it would be great enough to go see her and hug her and talk to her, and because of shame. Because of shame. Because, like, what did I do with the life that I was granted? What did I do with the life that I was spared? What was I supposed to do? And even now I'm mad. Because it's like, there's always someone more. There's always someone worse. But then it's like, it's hard because you're angry about, like, what about me though? When I was at my worst, no one cared to give me anything. And then when I said I need it, I need it, I need it, it was too late, and I didn't need it anymore apparently, or did I? Do I still need things? Like, people ignore you so long. You get ignored. Now you're confused. Now you hop on anytime you can get something. You just like, I need it, I need it, I need it. Because if I don't get it, like, I might need it because I don't know what I won't or will need, because no one gave me the step by step on what I needed, or no one was willing to walk with it or stay long term. It was confusing. I was young. I didn't know if I wanted to take or if I wanted to give. I didn't know what was offered, and I didn't know why. I was just trying to talk to figure it out. And everything kept making me in more pain. I didn't realize that my body would naturally just tense up. It was every drop, every sound, every look. I knew what happened to me was not purposeful, but it doesn't matter if it's purposeful. That was even worse. It made me more hyper aware of how just someone's negligent, someone texting on a phone, someone not caring. And I saw just how many people didn't care about me. They would always, and people would brush it off when I told the tale exactly how it went. It was humorous, which it was, but it took away my peace. I watched it as people um, that got killed very directly by gun violence, and I would say, what do I do? Could I be angry? Could I be bitter? Could I be annoyed? And every single time I would get on the TV, I'd watch John Oliver, I'd watch some sort of movie cast, and it'd just be something where the politicians say something, gun control, no gun control, yada yada yada. That wasn't the part that aggravated me. It was the insufferable part where people would talk about it and say, "Oh, the politicians always do that," and I go, "Yeah. So what are we gonna do? What's the next action? What's the next course?" And no better than them, they would sit on their hands too. They would sit and say nothing of any new substance. They would just hope and pray it wasn't their kids. They would they say, "Oh, my kids are grown," or "I don't have kids yet," and it just goes back, and I'm mad at them because we saw what doing that was before and why it was wrong. But apparently, it's okay when we do it. Like, if fight fire with fire. I didn't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. But something got to be better than nothing. But it just made me feel like those children, like in Sandy Hook, or whatever the multiple ones. In fact, the names just seem to fuse at this point. Unfortunately, I'm someone that can remember, but there's so many at this point. You get high school, middle school, elementary school, kindergarten. Uvalde, I remember Uvalde. And we barely even bring it up. We bring it as a talking point, but not as a remember the children. It always becomes some sort of talking point, some sort of political movement, which is not bad to do. But when does it end? People forget that it doesn't stop like a movie. Like clap the curtains down. Truth is, when the curtains are down, it's just because behind it is someone weeping, mourning their child, their husband, their daughter. And I don't forget that some of these people who I'm trying to protect were not good people. Some people fell, and I remember, like, hey, what about their political leanings? What were their ideals? And I don't ever laugh or mock or scorn. Not in that way. I don't sit there to feel like I'm better. Oh, they voted for this. Those that got abortions, and now the abortion ban, or now they can't get an abortion. What's the humor? What's the I gotcha? This this pseudo intellectualism. What are you doing? Is it really to watch everything burn? What about the people that don't in fact hit that mark? What happened to a better day, a next day, and a second chance? The whole point that people get the abortion in the first place is because, like, yeah, they might have had this mindset before, this tough decision. It's not for me whether you choose or not, but when you get to that point where you like, I cannot sustain this life, that's what people were talking about. Am I supposed to sit there and mock? You turn more people into those. Maybe not. Maybe it's not the highest amount that turns into it, but one person that fell into it because they're trying to be the anti. It's always a counter movement to a counter movement to a counter movement, but sometimes just recognizing, just doing it because it's right, to have the strength to believe in your own words and why, and truly not wanting the pain. More people are focused on winning than than actually improving things. I sit there and I'm scared as a college student. I'm terrified. Like, I'm always sitting there praying and hoping that just let me get to this point of stability. Just let me get to this point where I got the money, or I can enjoy this life with my family. And I hate myself for enjoying my life, for getting through things, because then it says, can I just get a day longer? I just keep praying for one more day. And I'm like, did I waste my prayer when I asked to live? Because, like, to deal with this stress, the annoyance, the struggle, all of this, to read the books, to educate myself, to put myself in this line of fire for what? So I can end up like on one of those collages, on one of the remember me's. In fact, I told my girlfriend, you know what? When I die, put me in one of those shirts on the clouds. You know why? Not as a joke, but because it honestly did mean something. I remember seeing those shirts, and it wasn't a joke. Somebody's son or daughter, child is gone. The shirts were just a way to remember with the best picture that they could find. Somebody's never going to see their best friend again, their partner, their relationship, their father. And because we joke around with white supremacy, I'm supposed to cheer. I'm supposed to say, yeah, this is it. Let's put them on a shirt. Let's put them on a shirt. Oh, I'm taking it too serious. I'm taking it too serious. People dying is never. Yeah, it's serious. I'm not laughing about it. There's always humor to be had, but why is it always at the expense of someone? Why can't they be a part of the joke? Why can't a joke just be funny without anyone getting harmed? That's real strength right there. That's really being funny. How can you make a joke that everyone could laugh at, that anyone could laugh at, even the person harmed could laugh at? But no. It's in a place of just people that will never treat another person like a person. Acknowledge them, maybe criticize their works with evidence. It's either you're on one side or the other. People will laugh and smirk and smile in my face when I'm being serious because they can't even tell. Heck, for a while I couldn't even tell if I was joking or serious. Like my anger and passion used for 5-second clips. And I'm scared to just be angry and then say, okay, I got that anger and move on because everyone hears when your voice gets raised and they think, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What action is going to come? Oh, they're going to snap. But the truth is, this isn't a snap. This is just a cry. I just wanted to cry. I just wanted to be like a baby and just ball up and just have someone hold me, take care of me until I could be a toddler again, until I could walk again, until I could run again, until I could think again. But I basically got reborn in the same way I did. I got exactly that. Ignored by everyone else. Having to come up and learn these things and lessons on my own while being snipped at. Having to be so hard on myself. And I could see it in myself. The way that I criticize others. Because that's the way that the world had treated me. And I don't want to do it anymore. I'm breaking that cycle. I don't see it being productive. I want to be me. I don't like that hurt, torture version of me. I don't want to add more. I'm willing to hold people accountable, but I think that words could be used. I think that I like making people uncomfortable. And not in the way of telling some crude joke. I want someone to look me in the eye and tell me what's the joke. Why is it funny? And even if they don't acknowledge it, whatever. Then I move on and I say it to someone else. I don't know how to change everybody's mind. I don't know if I can or if I should. I'll try to change the mindset I'm there, but I don't know how long time will take. If I said I can change somebody's mind 20 years down the line, then I'm going to take every year, every of that 20 years to do it. I'm tired of time feeling like it's rushed and crunched, and then someone says time is an illusion. I'm tired of being afraid of getting a job and my girlfriend getting a job so we can get the house that we want, and we both will be so tired that neither one of us will really have the time to like grow or connect anymore. That we have to wait and correlate to have just a month. and we need both of that month just to mentally reset. I'm tired of being afraid that if I stop pedaling on this bike, it's going to kick me off and then ask me for a surcharge, a 350 fee to keep pedaling. I'm tired of pleading for my injury to be acknowledged and me just asking for what I think the resources would be, and then I want the trust that I think I deserve to say like, hey, let me get this, and when I don't need it, I will give it back. I'm tired. One of my greatest shames is that I do these hoping that one day someone just pities me enough to like say, okay, he's had enough. Here's maybe a couple dollars. Now I'm gonna send it to a couple people, and maybe you get enough pity, enough story coverage. I did that the first time. I expected I expected someone to care, and I almost ended up like my cousin. He took his own life, and I didn't realize how close I was. First, it was just just dry runs. I would hold my pistol and I would just click it sometimes. I knew it was empty. I made sure it was empty. I just clicked it. Then the next day I'd do it twice. But I knew that wasn't right. I knew, but who was there to tell me no? People say that they care. They can No, they don't want to feel bad. They don't want to feel guilty. But it's okay to say, hey, I'm not that person. Hey, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to see you die though. Just honesty. Just someone to say, yeah, I don't want to date you. Or this has gotten too much. I wanted to be strong enough, and I did, and I was, and I am. I'm strong enough to hear the painful things and move forward from it. I think I am. It's embarrassing, it's awkward, it's shameful, but that experience was so humbling that I can say, yeah, I'm okay to say I'm not going to be that. My boxing dreams, I'm not going to be a boxer. I'm not going to be a runner or a football player anymore. That one day this injury might be the death of me. I'm gonna forget to take my medicine and I'm gonna die, or some other complication. But I can say that I lived. I'm okay with that. That I think I'm a good person. That I think I lived a good life. I think I did, and I'm still gonna continue to do. And if the world doesn't see that, then I say that's fine. Because I'm not. This is temporal. I would rather be the the only man going to heaven than to be a follower to go to hell. To stand by my words, my actions, my thoughts, and I'm gonna stand by it because I'm gonna do what I think is right. I've always. It's hard to stand by what you think is right. It's hard to stand by. People try to twist your words, change it, make you sound more malicious or malevolent, or not malevolent, but like you're going to do something heinous. And the most heinous thing that I could ever do is just continue to be myself. to be the authentic self, to be who I am. That doesn't mean that I will do this forever. I don't plan on being a content creator for 10 years or 20 years. If I so happen, if it becomes, you know, capable, I have that ability, fine. But I plan on being a good person. That means in the subcategory, a good uh, family man, a good friend, a good father. And that means learning and being able to acknowledge and try my best to engage, to work on the issues that I know that I have, being willing to accept the consequences. I don't need to do anything radical because myself, my existence is radical. If those don't understand that now, then I hope that the children that will come in the future will understand that. That I believe in humanity. I believe that people will have another day. That I'm not ahead of my time. I'm at the right time. I believe that I am just another part of the Sisyphus climbing the mountain, and I'll hand off the baton to someone else higher in that position. Whether it be an inch off the ground, or if I toss them a spiral 30 feet. I believe. That's all I could say. With that being said, I'm done.